Welcome to the Church of Life, scientist, where we provide a creative atmosphere wherein you can hold up your desires, your prayer, a perfect world, believing God is perfect, and that God would project good through you. Believing that you are a vessel of this good. Believing that the purpose of this church, knowing the purpose being the reassurance of your perfection, the idea that God is working through you, His wonders to perform, that God is manifesting through all of us, that God would do good, that God can only do good. God is not shortchanging you. The world is shortchanging you. We here at the church have 3 points. 3 points that you're to use to remind yourself of your perfection, of the idea that God would do good through you, that God does do good. The second point is the allness of God. This point is based on Genesis 1. God in the beginning created. One God, and that one God created one way, as it is written, very good, it says. Genesis 1:31. It says very good. So we have one creator creating one way. You just have to get to see this. You have to get to see it this way. You have to get to see it this way. Until you don't, you're left out. Right where you are. Battling the devil. Battling error. Handling problems. You're left out. And it's going to be your own fault. Yes. Because you have the opportunity right now to do it. I did not make all of these things up. They're based on what has been known from the beginning. And every ounce of truth written in this world is based on what I'm saying. I, Reverend Bruce Howard, have just brought it down to my generation, to their tongue. I've been around. I've been in the gutters, the streets, the bars, the churches, the crowds, the masses. And I hear your cry of the one weapon, as it is written, used against men and men together, confusion. I hear a cry. Confusion. So, here I am, come to talk about the good in your tongue. Like right now. Are we serious yet? Well, it should be, because it's your life. And here I am, talking to you, gratis. I have made it so simple. Your only excuse is ignorance. I have made it so simple. Being in the time I am in. Who readeth Shakespeare? Who readeth the eloquent word? What good doth the eloquent word do? to the one looking, searching, researching. We're not analyzing eloquent poetry. We're not studying philosophy. We're not comparing doctrine. We're not having a complicated doctrine. I'm speaking to this age of listeners, radios, television, tapes, megabytes. I'm talking to the ear as it has been trained. For I have been with you. Portable. These things are portable. This doctrine is portable. There's memorable memorization. There's no book to quote or carry around. To make it more simple, I couldn't. To make it more complex, I wouldn't. The simplicity is found in just a few words. Our principle here at the Church of Life Scientist is broken down into 3 points. The first one, the mental diet. Whereby upon recalling these simple, eloquent words, you can put yourself back in the state of mind you can put yourself back into the correct perspective of reality, that God only does good. You use the mental diet in faith or in understanding, taking out all error, all thoughts that run contrary to your productive work. You ignore them. You ignore them because God and good is the reality. You ignore them because they drop away unless we pay attention to them. You use this mental diet to keep your mind clear, free, and productive. The second point we mentioned, the allness of God. You can base point 1 back on to point 2, the allness of God, because there is only good. The entire world of material effects is temporal, but those things which are spiritual, like the law of God, are permanent. Or to use the archaic term, eternal. It's simple. God, good, spirit is permanent. It never goes away. And all the hell that you've been paying attention to, all the error, which is always seemingly in the material world, always appearing in decadence, material. Materiality is temporal. It always changes. And it changes based on what's in your mind. When you call it up, you attract. When you drop your mind away from it through the mental diet, because of its temporalness, it fades out, yet to come back again. And once again, I speak to those that feel as if they're battling without success, a continuing enemy. It comes back, but it's temporal. All things material, all things, the human body, relationships, human relationships, material things that we collect are all temporal. But the things of the Spirit are eternal, or in the tongue of this time, permanent. The permanent spiritual dream. That's a quote from David Kyle. I will break down the last 5 minutes into a recapitulation and hopefully a concise statement. All things that you see, hear, feel, taste, touch around you in the material world, they all change. They all change based on your attention and other people's attention. They're temporal. But all things of the spirit, love, peace, good, are permanent. They're here, Alpha, Omega. Beyond Alpha, Omega. Permanent. The good is real. The good is the real. Now we're asking you to use the mental diet to start looking and looking and looking and looking more and more at good. And you will, I promise, start to see good. You will start to see it more. We're asking you to keep looking and keep looking and keep looking and keep looking and keep looking. You're looking into the spirit, but you have to keep looking. Even if you look today and you think you see, and you probably did see, you cannot expect to wake up tomorrow and that to just appear like the sound of music. You have to start over again, looking into spirit. That's why this mental diet hangs with you. Mental diet in the tongue of the time. And simple. You've got to start over the next day, looking into the spirit, which is permanent, eternal, good, love, peace. You have to look for it. There is no fix. There is no book. There is no lecture. There is no word that will keep you there permanently. You have to have your eyes on the spirit. You have to make the effort daily. I speak of long time experience, honest to God. I couldn't be more real right now. Every day you have to start again. Your eyes pointed in the right direction. Now I know that's a good thing to hear for some of you. You that were expecting your enlightenment, revelation to save you. It does not save you. It's just what it is said to be, a revelation. Pray without ceasing, another archaic term. Keep your eye in to spirit and the idea that good reigns. Keep your focus through our mental diet on the truth, the allness of God. God created all He created was good. Keep your mind on this truth, the goodness of God coming to